fuck's sake. This is why I can't have nice things. Not yet. Come on, go live, you bastard. One day this will treat me better. There we go. One day this will treat me better. Yeah, that's my voice. Okay. It's that time again. First pay-per-view of season 2. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time indeed. And then Cody Rhodes' theme starts playing. Lovely. We really know that we're in it now. Alrighty. Alright, so we have a few surprises this show. A few matches that I hope go a certain way. But yeah, other than that, it should be a fun old time. Oh. Okay. But yeah, I have absolutely no fucking expectations on what this should be. So yeah, this should be fun. This should be a fun show. So let us get into it. First pay-per-view of season 2. Let's get it done. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Backlash Japan. I'm your host, as always, Scott Silver, coming to you live from Japan within the Tokyo Dome for the first.
Following is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade.
The first pay-per-view of this season, where we start off with a very interesting match per Phil Brooks, general manager CM Punk's orders, because Roxanne Perez has not had an in-ring match yet. This show will be starting off with another match where Cora Jade must wrestle an opponent, and if that opponent wins, they get added to the main event, making it a fatal 4-way. We already know Roxanne Perez will be defending against Lyra Valkyria and Kairi Sane, but let's see if Cora could try to stop one more person coming in, and it's the woman that she lost to on the first episode, the show after WrestleMania, Michin. Michin is here to try to make herself into that main event. Trying to do one thing that she's already done before, and that is take out Cora Jade. A reminder for the other matches on this card, we have Finn Balor taking on Adam Cole for the Cruiserweight Championship. We have the finals of the Tag Team Franken Team tournament where the winners, Ilya Dragunov, Rey Mysterio, will go head-to-head with Perfect 20 for the tag team titles. And not to mention our co-main event, Jai Phillips taking on Seth Rollins to try to recapture his ECW championship. But it all starts right here, right now. Cora Jade, Michin, Backlash Japan officially underway, and Cora Jade trying to get into that strike, and now Michin will take advantage very early on in this match, hoisting her up, but then Cora Jade able to send her back face first into the canvas, trying to learn from the mistakes, trying to learn from their previous matchup. Drop kick to the back of Michin. Michin able to get some breathing room, get back to her feet, and now some chip damage to the arms, and immediately moonsault from the springboard. Of course, wanting to do this match justice, Japan known for their amazing women's matches, obviously New Japan Pro Wrestling, but most notably the wrestling company known as Stardom. And look at this, Phoenix Splash, but comes up short. But Michin able to get back to her feet, but reversal from Cora stopping that strike. And now roll in and a super kick straight on the kisser. And now look at this. Right onto the legs of Cora Jade, back to her feet though. But then in the middle of that turnbuckle DDT, going for the cover. But a kick out at one from Cora. And now Hurricane Runner from Cora Jade. A kick up from Michin. Both women meeting, now getting thrown into the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog. Michin now trying to get a suplex, but Cora snaps out of it. Now catches the leg. The Inzaguri from Cora Jade. But now look at the strikes, the kicking power of Michin. The fans count with her. She'll go outside now to try to grab some weaponry. Steel trash can in play. Now knee straight to the midsection and the kick to the back of the skull. And now throwing that trash can across the body of Cora Jade. We see Michin going top rope. Calling for Cora to get to her feet. And a crossbody. Going for the cover of the crossbody to insert herself into the main event. But a kick out at two from Cora. Now, again, trying to look for some high auxiliary maneuvers as she grabs back that trash can. And face first into the turnbuckle as well. Throws her around, possibly trying to go drop kick in the corner. Dragging Cora Jade to the center of the ring. And now grabbing that arm, trying to go, possibly try to go for a submission there. But look at Cora get out of it, and some strikes, sending Michin down to the canvas. Now, the kicks to the head, trying to possibly toy with her, trying to show her that she does not belong in that main event. So we know Cora Jade trying to stop her because of her friendship with Roxanne Perez. Going for the cover of the maneuver in the corner, and a kick out at two. And now look at this, the underhook DDT from Cora for the cover to solidify a triple threat main event, but a kick out at two from Michin. Michin still in this somehow, and Cora is beside herself. Trying to go for another pin, but now using the ropes as elevation, but again a kick out. Michin not letting any of it go to waste, and now look at this, the back and forth, the strikes between the two. Both of them have already given it almost all they have. And going back and forth between the strikes. Cora able to catch Michin. Add another strike for her own. Cora still hanging in there, telling Michin to bring it. And it seems like she is. And now the strikes back and forth between both women. Not stopping, not letting any of them. Getting a little from between, but now roll-up pin from Michin. Roll-up pin from Michin after all of those strikes, and yet a kick out at 2. Now Michin will go to the outside. Oh no, wait, top rope. Top rope, Michin double axe handle, but doesn't get it, and answers with a double drop kick. Michin, though, back to her feet on the outside and now pulling the hair, but Cora's able to get her arm up with a forearm of her own. And now look at this, neck spun, face hitting the knee. And now the sledgehammer in play to the midsection. Hurricane Runner by Michin. At this point, they're going to fight up the ramp. Now look at this. Face first onto that knee. Could this be enough damage to Cora Jade to solidify an incision to the main event, as now a ladder being pulled into the ring? Now face first with the steel onto Cora. Going for the cover. This could do it. But a kick out at 2 from Cora Jade. Trying to hoist her up. Trying to get something done, but Cora with the right gets her some breathing room. And now off the ropes. And a drop kick that's now busted Michin open. Now Cora grabbing her kendo stick straight to the legs of Michin, trying to weaken up those kickouts. Goes for the cover, but a kick out at 2. Cora frustrated. We can only imagine how annoyed she could be at this moment in time. And now trying to go for a Selena Del Sol, but Michin catches her, plants her down. Now going to the top rope. And 450, but doesn't get it, too far away. But still able to pick herself back up. And a taste. That boot straight to the skull to go to the main event, but a kick out at 2. And the fans chanting women's wrestling, as now Michin with the striking combo. Now pulling Cora possibly into a position to try something. Now look at this. Hoisting her up, powerbomb position straight onto the canvas. Cora rolling out to the apron to try to get some breathing room, but Michin's not letting her have any of that drop kick to the outside. Now using the kendo stick against Cora Jade. But Cora Jade able to strike Michin down once more. And now grabbing a weapon of her own, grabbing a table, throwing it, trying to hit Michin. And now look at this Russian leg sweep down. Again, Cora Jade just trying to do anything she can do to keep Michin from that main event. Again with that kendo stick across the body of Michin. Try to go for it, but Michin stops her. And now look at this, trying to go for that knee to the skull and connects. Now grabbing some weaponry of her own. Steel chair now in play. Try to go for a hit. And face first. And now Cora back up and sends Michin down. Almost a second wind to this. And now look at this. Outside Selena Del Sol. Trying to finish her off on the outside here. Trying to go for that double underhook. DDT! Now throws her inside. Grabbing that table. Bring it in just as an insurance policy. If Michin has still some power to kick out, but no. Seems Cora's going to go for that elevated DDT, but no. Catches her again after reversing out of it, but again Michin able to get out of it. Slams her down as a result, but look at this. Trying to go one more time. Drop kick, but no, Michin able to get out of it. Dealing some damage to the knees. Reversal of the two underhook DDT attempts. And now a trash can busting Cora Jade open at the seam. Top rope. Phoenix splash. Grabbing the table. Trying to think of what to do with it, realizing how Cora's set up in the corner, but Cora now back up, and the taste! The boot straight to the skull! Could this do it? Cover to go to the main event! And Michin does it! The main event is now a fatal four-way! Congratulations! We will see Michin in the main event. Good match to kick off Backlash. And here we go, our first title match of the night.
Is a ladder match and is for the ECW Cruiserweight Championship.
There he said, Cruiserweight Championship. After Adam Cole won against Finn Balor, I feel like it was only right for Finn Balor to give him a title opportunity. Here he is, Mr. Adam Cole.
Weighing in at 201 pounds, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole looking to get some gold despite his amazing year last year, holding the Money in the Bank briefcase, winning at WrestleMania against The Undertaker. He has not held a single ECW championship. Thanks you largely to the man who can now, we say, is the former ECW champion, Jai Phillips, for stripping Adam Cole of that Money in the Bank briefcase before he could use it. But now Adam Cole in a very good position to win himself some gold in Japan. Of course, Japan knowing for creating the Bullet Club, a faction that has dissolved, that Adam Cole was forced away from. All the other members of the Bullet Club are no longer with ECW. So let's see how Adam Cole will fare against a man who solidified his legacy in this country. The Prince himself, Finn Balor.
And introducing the champion, representing the Judgment Day, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, the ECW Cruiserweight Champion, Finn Balor.
Finn Balor stepping in to the fans that made his career before going to WWE, when he was known as Prince Devitt, former IWGP lightweight champion, junior heavyweight, along with tag team with Apollo 55 with Ryosuke Taguchi. Let's see if he can win in front of the people that made his career. Finn seeming ready as always. Confident, even though he lost this week, the go-home show. Does Finn have it in him to win? Or will he fall like he did earlier this week? Let's find out as we get underway with our first title match of the night. Here we go, Adam Cole, Finn Balor. And now they're immediately off in a flying forearm from Finn. And an elbow drop. As we see the Cruiserweight Championship hanging high above the ring. Right now, your goal, grab a ladder, go high up, capture the belt, and then call yourself champion. And that's exactly what Finn Balor's doing right now, trying to grab the ladder, but a double axe handle from Adam Cole stops him dead in his tracks. Now, forearm sends Cole down as Finn once again grabbing the ladder, this time bringing it into the ring, and now will go back into the ring himself. Adam Cole will meet him. Get a reversal from the Prince. And now look at this, a flying forearm from the corner. What could it mean for Adam Cole if he was to walk out the winner here? Kick up from Cole. And now both men going strike for strike. Seems like Adam Cole's taking majority of the offense here. Finn hasn't been able to get a strike, and that's his first strike in this exchange. Both back and forth with the slap straight to the face. And a kick straight down sends Finn, the champion, to the canvas. And as we see, look at this, Adam Cole has the ladder set up. But he decides to leave the ring. What is he trying to do? Grabbing a chair from the count area. The timekeeper's area, my apologies. But now Finn throwing Cole back into the ring, saying he wants to do this on fair terms or not at all. Kendo stick now being grabbed, but we see Adam Cole now grabbing the ladder, his hand on the championship, but Finn pulls down the ladder, sending Cole crushing down. Now what is Finn looking at here? Going the springboard drop kick, well executed. But a kick up from Cole, try to go for their own two separate maneuvers, colliding there in the middle. And a sling blade into the drop kick to the side of the skull. Now, Finn grabbing that kendo stick. Try to go for a strike, but Cole able to get back up and then answer with a strike of his own. And look at this, inverted DDT. Possibly going the ladder once more, but Finn right there up next to him, stops him, throws him, but no reversal from Cole. Drop kick sends Finn down once again. And now look at this. Adam Cole looking for it. Last shot! Last shot to Finn Balor. And Finn Balor's now laying there lifeless as Adam Cole going up to grab the title. But Finn Balor stops him. But no, gets kicked off by Cole, where Cole retreats down the ladder to try to stop him. But Finn answers with his own aggression. But now we see the champion looking for that kendo stick once again to the midsection of Cole. But a forearm from Cole as he gets back up. Cole is looking to win the championship. Finn is looking to deal damage to Cole. Both of their mindsets are very different here in this matchup. But as I say that, look at Finn climbing the ladder to try to get the title. But Finn crashes to the ground. And now the kendo stick being used by Cole. But Finn now with his own strikes, trying to hoist Cole up, but Cole able to break away. And now onto the ladder, no, onto the knee it seems. Cole looking to deal some more damage. Kick, going for it. Once again, last shot. The second last shot to the Cruiserweight Champion. Fix the ladder. Climbs it high. His hand now on the championship. But Finn again trying to get him away from the title and still dealing some damage. And now look at Finn. Drop kick of his own off the ropes. And now, knee first. Again, that kendo stick being used by both men. But now look at Cole. Cole, knee. The elevated knee DDT, and will Cole look for a third? Yes, he is. Off the ropes. Last shot. A third last shot to Finn Balor, trying to keep him down so he can climb the ladder to the championship. And somehow Finn Balor somehow still able to get his footing. Finn now in a good position. Drop kick to the outside. And now it seems that Finn thinks he has an opportunity. Now he has the ladder set up. The champion will start to scale. And Adam Cole now back in the ring, trying to stop him. Gets kicked off, but still back to his feet, and now throws over the ladder. Trying to just deal damage to each other. Their ligaments, moonsault from the springboard. Now top rope goes Cole. And a frog splash. Elbow strike to the back. What else could these men do to one another to put them out? As we see Cole grabbing that ladder. Finn setting up the ladder in the corner. Now the super kick from Finn. Throws him into the ropes, drop down. Leapfrog. And a stomp straight to the canvas. Trying to show him what he could be in for if he can get a coup de grace. Again, just dealing damage to ligaments. Now the chair in hand. Straight to the midsection of Cole. And again. Try to go for a third time, but Cole able to get up. Arm drag. Reversal from Finn now. And now, elbow straight down. Cole rolling out of the ring. Finn has a good chance. The champion scaling the ladder. Once again. Goes to the top. Right where the hook is. But no. Cole still trying to get him. Pulls him down. Try to go for a neck breaker. Drop kick though to the back. You can see the wear and tear on Adam Cole's back there. As Finn once again trying to get up to the championship. Up there, but Adam Cole once again stopping him. Gets thrown off almost effortlessly, but getting the ladder out of play here. And now Cole will set it up. Now trying to go for a forearm in the corner, but Finn is able to sidestep out of the way. Both men going counter for counter right now. Forearm from Cole. Now Cole will scale the ladder. Going all the way to the top. Hand is on the title. And now hanging. And power bomb! Neck hitting the ladder! Jesus Christ, another kendo stick to the midsection. Over and over again. I think Finn may have just snapped. Some strikes now. Finn double feet. And now Finn, corner. I think we know what we're about to see. Coup de grace! Coup de grace. And Adam Cole is laying there lifeless. But I don't think that Finn is done yet. Grabs the ladder from the corner, sets it up though. And now the elbow straight to that chest area. The area that Finn has targeted almost this whole match. Now look at this. Adam Cole dazed on the outside. Finn has a good chance here. One hand, both hands on the title. Can he grab it? And he does. Finn Balor retains the Cruiserweight Championship. Here we go, television title.
Is an Extreme Rules match and is for the ECW Television Championship.
The match that we all saw coming from that first episode, that show after WrestleMania where this man attacked Jackson Rogers. The prize fighter, Kevin Owens, has arrived. Kevin Owens strongly believing if it wasn't for him offering his Mania #1 contendership on the line for Jackson to win, that Jackson wouldn't be holding the television championship anymore. And he made his feelings known on the ECW show after WrestleMania, attacking Jackson Rogers after he won a match against Lexus King. But now, time for all the cards to be put on the table. Let's see if Kevin Owens can win the television championship off Jackson Rogers. Kevin Owens patiently waiting for the man with no mercy, the outlaw, Jackson Rogers is here. Of course, looking more serious, trying to show everyone that he's holding, as he holds the championship, holding the television company on his back. He's been waiting to get his hands on Kevin Owens in an actual sanctioned match since the second Kevin Owens attacked him. He now gets his wish, but he might not like the result if he doesn't take this seriously. Jackson is known for taking things way out of proportion. If this is one of them, we could very much no longer see him with that championship. So in his own mental head, he needs to find a way to focus tonight and not let vengeance drive him. There he is, holding the championship up loud and proud. And here we go. Let us go down to the ring for the calls.
Introducing the challenger from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens. And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the ECW Television Champion, the Outlaw, Jackson Rogers.
There we go, Jackson Rogers giving off the championship he worked so hard to gain back. Kevin Owens looking at what he thinks he was robbed of. He gets held up loud and proud. Here we go, Kevin Owens, Jackson Rogers, television title on the line. It's now officially underway. Both men immediately going in, and look at Kevin Owens immediately getting in power bomb position and straight down. The prize fighter looking to try to deal as much damage as possible in as quickly as possible. Very smart move by Owens. All it takes is one stunner, one pop-up powerbomb to win this match. But that could also be the same for Jackson as he now tries to roll through, trying to get a pin very early, but a kick out at 1. And now, leapfrog, drop down by Jackson. And now look at him pushing down Kevin Owens and a kick to the midsection. The power of Jackson's on full display as he goes for a cover. A kick out at 1. Now, knee straight to the skull of Owens. Now off the springboard moonsault. Well executed. Now look at Owens. Now look at this, trying to go for a package pile driver, but no, jukes us out. Goes to the back, goes for the cover. A kick out at 2. Kevin Owens definitely trying to use his anger as a weapon to try to further his development of titles. But now look at this, a roll-up pin from Jackson. But a kick out at 1. Now look at this, rolling through again, just trying to get the match over and done with. Both men now on the outside and now throw over onto that concrete floor. And a senton the boot. And now it seems that Kevin Owens will go shopping for some weaponry. Sledgehammer now found. And straight to the midsection of Jackson. And a second time trying to go for a third. But Jackson able to catch it with a drop kick. And now, what is Jackson thinking? Top rope. Try to go for a crossbody, but look at Kevin Owens catching him. And a power slam. Now reversal from the Outlaw. Now neck breaker on the outside. Kevin Owens being thrown across the outside area. Try to go for that knee to the skull once more, but came up short. Kevin Owens, the big boot, sending Jackson down and pays attention back to that sledgehammer to the midsection. Trying to go it again and succeeds. Trying to go for a third time, but look at this. The high knee sends Kevin Owens down. And now Jackson with some chip damage. But Owens back to his feet now. Trying to go for a possible stunner, but comes up short, and the high knee sends him down once more. Now, a table being brought in, but Owens stopping him, trying to lug him over the top. Throws Jackson back into the ring and grabs the table, taking it in with them. Both men back in the ring now. Look at this. Stunner! Stunner by Kevin Owens! Going into the cover! But a kick out at 2 from the Outlaw. Owens, top rope. Frog splash. Now the splash off the ropes. Getting some chip damage, just trying to keep Jackson from kicking out. Now setting up the table. And again, just pulling out the leg to try to weaken the kickouts. And now again, another stunner! Another stunner by Kevin Owens! And just like that, the Outlaw has been put to rest! Kevin Owens winning the title he thought he deserved at WrestleMania. And here we go, the tag team title match that everyone's been waiting for ever since the tournament was announced. And we first welcome the tournament winners. Rey Mysterio is here in Japan.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match and is for the ECW Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers. First, representing the LWO from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds,
Rey Mysterio coming in along with his tag team partner, the Mad Dragon, the former television champion, Ilya Dragunov, is here. And as we know, going into this match, we know for a fact after the draw of the EC3, Sean Spears' tag team partner, the other half of Perfect 20, had not signed a deal with ECW. He is still technically seen as the champion, but until we can come to a deal with him, Sean Spears got to choose his tag team partner. He got to choose a replacement, a temporary member of Perfect 20 for this match. And we're about to find out who that person is tonight. But the real question is, despite whichever tag team member is chosen, can they deal with Rey and Dragunov? Here we go, both men waiting, the winners of the tournament. Let's see who's coming out, and oh my God!
453 pounds, the team of Sean Spears and Andrade.
Sean Spears bringing in Andrade as his tag team partner, as the other member of Perfect 20. How about that? There are the tag team championships in all of their glory. There's Sean Spears with his tag team partner Andrade, temporarily holding the title for EC3, hoisting them up. Ilya Dragunov, Rey Mysterio finally getting their shot after winning the Frankenstein Tag Team Tournament. It all has come down to this. Match now officially underway, and immediately Rey Mysterio, Ilya Dragunov taking matters in their own hands, taking the fight straight to perfect 20. Sean Spears immediately trying to teach Rey that he's a champion now. Slamming down Rey Mysterio. Now both men trying to deal some damage to Dragunov, but Rey gets back to his feet. Of course, Rey and Andrade, they have a certain decent amount of history between the two. Add in Sean Spears, Ilya Dragunov, that's just a recipe for absolute carnage. Now springboard Rey Mysterio with a bulldog to Sean Spears as Andrade drops Ilya. Andrade will now focus a neck breaker to Rey. It's Ilya Dragunov trying to get some footing. Goes back to the ring and a suicide dive from Andrade connects. Now leapfrog and a throw over from Dragunov as now Andrade a power bomb to Rey on the outside. Throw over from Dragunov. Dragunov just taking Sean Spears to town right now, as now he looks for some weaponry. Sledgehammer being brought in to the back of Sean Spears, and now Rey Mysterio looking for his own form of weaponry, and he finds himself a table as it's Ilya Dragunov using that sledgehammer on Andrade as well. And now look at this roll-up pin from Sean Spears, but a rope break. And now look at Ilya trying to get some momentum on Sean, but Sean gets back up, super kick to the midsection. Andrade now looking for his own brand of carnage. Trying to find something he'll like. He finds himself a steel chair, but gets thrown. The table clothesline of Sean Spears as well. As we've seen in the tournament, Rey Mysterio and Ilya Dragunov are in sync. Andrade now picking up Ilya Dragunov, sets him down. But then tailbone with the sledgehammer. Rey Mysterio showing that he still has that extreme side of him. Springboard now, drop kick, but misses completely. Andrade now in a very bad position, as now he has Rey Mysterio trying to get some momentum. Drop kick. As Ilya Dragunov tries to go for a suicide dive, but comes up short on Sean Spears. The knee directly to Andrade's skull. Rey Mysterio trying to show him that he deserves that championship. And look at this! Setting it up! 619, but gets caught by Andrade! And gets thrown down. Clothesline from Ilya. As we see Andrade setting up that big ladder that we love so much here in ECW between the announce desk and the ring apron. First time we're seeing it after WrestleMania, and now a table being set up as well. Ilya with the chair straight to the back of Andrade. Kick up though from Andrade. And now, again, using that chair to send him down and try to go for a moonsault, but comes up and the torpedo strike to Sean Spears. Cover after the torpedo strike to crown new tag team champions. And a kick and a two, but a frog splash from Rey. Goes for the cover himself. And a kick out. Jesus Christ, so much happening in such a small amount of time. And Ilya looking to fly, suicide dive, but again, Sean Spears sidesteps out of the way. And now, cross, suicide dive from Rey Mysterio connects on Andrade. Ilya Dragunov looking for another brand of weaponry, steel can. The trash can being brought in, DDT on the outside from Rey Mysterio. And now the steel can being used on Sean Spears. Clothesline, though, from both men. Sean Spears looking to get back inside the ring, but no, thinking something else happening. But now Andrade focused on Ilya, trying to go for a drop kick, only got some of it. And now, reversal from Ilya as Sean Spears now has the trash can, pulling Rey Mysterio by his mask and his head bouncing off of it like a bubble head. You can see on that trash can now a dent from Rey Mysterio's skull. And now Ilya trying to deal some damage on Sean Spears, trying to stand up for his tag team partner. Sean Spears now back inside the ring. Ilya Dragunov following quickly after, trying to go for a super kick, but Ilya sidesteps, throws him into the ropes, and a torpedo strike! Torpedo strike from Ilya! Cover, but Andrade there to break up the pinfall attempt. Crucifix pin from Andrade. Kick out. Rey left in there with the other two members of Perfect 20. And now, look at this DDT! Tilt-a-whirl DDT, well executed by Mysterio. Now, putting that steel chair possibly somewhere for good safekeeping, and now Andrade in possession of the sledgehammer in the midsection of both men. Trying to buy time for Sean Spears to get back inside the ring, and that's exactly what's happened. Rey Mysterio is now to the outside. Sean Spears now looking to add the chairman in possession of the chair, but gets caught up by Rey. Andrade now going for the pin on Ilya, but Ilya kicked out at 2, and now Rey Mysterio will capitalize. Neck breaker. And now Ilya looking to fly once more. Suicide dive to Andrade. Clothesline from Sean Spears to Rey Mysterio. Both men going counters for right now. And now look at this DDT to Sean Spears. German suplexes by Ilya on the outside. Third time's the trying to make it a hat trick, and he does so. The trash can being brought in by Rey Mysterio. Look at all the weaponry on full display. And now, right there with a splash, could this be new tag team champions? And it is! The winners of the tournament! The winners of the Franken Team Tournament are now your tag team champions. Congratulations, Rey Mysterio and Ilya Dragunov. And here we go.
And is for the ECW
Hardcore Championship on the line. Quite literally a run back from WrestleMania as the Samoan Werewolf, a member of the legendary Anoa'i family, Jacob Fatu, has arrived in Japan. Of course, we know he went to WrestleMania to face Wade King for the Hardcore Championship within Hell in a Cell and came inches to victory, but fell right at the finish line. He's looking to correct that wrong tonight, but then you need to think about, on the last episode, the go-home show of ECW, he teamed with fellow family member Umaga against both of the Kings and came up short once again. Could that be predicting the future? Or will he be able to overcome the odds and become his own brand of tribal chief? Jacob Fatu head-banging, ready. The only man I can reasonably see that's able to keep up with the strength of Wade King. And now we bring in the champion, of course, accompanied by that man, former television champion, Ethan King. And now, that's the man that we're all paying attention to. The Hardcore Champion, Wade King. These two have been inseparable. Both of them with a very good title reign to their name. What, at this point, who faces Wade King if Wade retains tonight? He has gone through so many people in such a short amount of time. Who faces him? Let's find out if this will be a repeat of the past or if Jacob Fatu can rewrite his story. We go now to the ring for the calls.
Introducing the challenger from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu. And his opponent from Jackson, Mississippi, weighing in at 268 pounds, the ECW Hardcore Champion, Wade King.
Here we go as he passes his title off, wanting to try to make it to that 100+ day reign. Very close with doing it as well. There it is. The title that they care most about. Here we go, Jacob Fatu, Wade King, one more time. Hardcore title. It's on a way immediately, a super kick from Fatu. Rolling out of harm's way, and now some strikes for Wade King. A reversal from Fatu. And another strike that sends Wade King down. But a reversal from Wade. Now chucking Fatu across the ring. And now throwing him over, German suplex. Now Wade immediately thinking about going for weaponry, but realizing that he probably is a weapon. Top rope, double axe handle. Now getting some good chip damage into Fatu now. Now look at this. What is this maneuver? Immediately trying to look for it. Trying to look for a submission. But Fatu able to break out of harm's way. And now trying to go for a springboard, but Wade King going to the outside, grabbing weaponry as a block, and we see Ethan King taking the turnbuckle padding off for possible future use. But now Fatu getting out of the corner. A reversal from Wade. A reversal from Fatu. And now look at this, trying to get him. Cover from Fatu. But now reversal into his own cover from Wade. But a kick out at 2. And now look at the power of Wade King as he chucks Fatu across the ring. Grabbing that steel can, trying to throw, but Fatu was able to get out of the ring in time. Gets back to his feet. Now stomping on the right hand of the champion. The best thing that Ethan King can do is stand there and watch. Now trying to pull him over to the corner, but Wade King able to break out of the hold. And now hoisting him up. But then look at Fatu. Not letting a big strike be put on him today. And now both men back and forth. Some fans here not the biggest fan of Fatu. However, they hate Wade King the most. Fatu getting some more strikes in. Able to catch Wade. Wade hasn't gotten some good strikes in, but just as I said it, now both men just going back and forth. And Wade King gets decked down by Fatu. Now, steel can being thrown on the body. Goes for the cover. But a kick out at 1. Remember that the last handful of hardcore champions before Wade King's reign, it was Kevin Owens, Ethan King. And then, so far ago, we don't even know how many days it's been since Kevin Owens' reign as hardcore champion. Wade has held it for that long. The headbutt now busting Wade open. The number 1 rule of Samoans is you do not go for the head. Now look at Fatu crossbody. Goes for the cover. Trying to get the hardcore championship. But a kick out at 2 from Wade King. Not letting it happen. However, the kick out is a kick out. Fatu didn't necessarily want to believe it. And now look at this. Elevated DDT! For the cover on the Bleeding Skull to win the championship! But a kick out at 2. The fans telling to fight forever, and that's honestly what they might do. You see Wade chucking Fatu across. Now, outside. What is he looking at doing? Trying to get Fatu to go on his feet. Elbow drop. Connects. Fatu trying to get some breathing room, and Wade King's not going to let him have it. What other weaponry could we see here? Sledgehammer now being fixed in. Super kick immediately from getting up, and now the sledgehammer is in the hands of the Samoan werewolf. Super kick once again, keeping Wade King down. Straight into the ring goes both men. Throwing him into the corner. What is Wade King thinking of doing? The elbows to the skull is a starter. And now, what is this? And a slam down. Goes the cover. But a kick out at 2 from Fatu. And now, again, not believing it. Look at this, using the ropes, but a kick out at 1. Fatu more pissed off than hurt. Maybe bleeding, I don't think he cares. And look at this, Wade King has him up! Burning hammer! The move that's helped him retain for so many days, but a kick out at 2! Fatu is still in this! Now, throwing him into the ropes, and now look at that power! The pop-up power bomb from Fatu. And now, throwing the kendo stick out, making sure it's just him that's doing the power Samoan drop! The height that Wade King got on that! And another headbutt to the bleeding skull of Wade King. Top rope goes Fatu, and an Uso splash for the cover to win the title! And Fatu ends Wade King's reign!
Here is your winner, and new ECW Hardcore Champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Fatu.
We are now looking at the new king of hardcore. And here we go, our co-main event.
The following contest is a 2-out-of-3 falls match and is for the ECW Championship.
ECW Championship on the line as the man himself, the chosen one, has arrived to Japan. Jai Phillips, ready to reclaim the World Championship. As we know, Jai Phillips has gone through hell and back to become world champion. But Seth Rollins coming in, showing him the one man he has yet to beat. The same man who stripped away his Universal Undisputed title back at Clash of Champions. Can Jai conquer his mountain? Will David destroy Goliath? Jai Phillips, of course, having that smile on his face. He's known for confidence. And the fans are feeling it too. The Chosen One versus the Architect. Let's see how this plays out. The Visionary, the Revolutionary, the ECW Champion, Seth frickin' Rollins is here. As I said before, Seth Rollins has taken now 2 world championships away from Jai Phillips, and he is coming out here with more confidence, more, I guess you would say, swagger, as he prefers to call it, as normal. Seth Rollins saying in the back to one of our backstage producers, there's no point in this match. I know that if I ever have to share a ring with Jai Phillips, I know that I'm walking away the winner. Well, let's see if those words hold up today in this 2 out of 3 falls match. Here we go. There's the title that they're all wanting to get a hand on as we go to the ring for the calls.
Introducing the challenger from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Chosen One, Jay Phillips. And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, the ECW champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
Here we go. These 2 meeting once more. The championship being shown to both men as it gets held high in the air. That is what it is all about. Our co-main event, Jai Phillips, Seth Rollins, ECW Championship, now in contested. Now immediately, Jai Phillips possibly trying to drop Seth Rollins on his freaking head. That's how much this championship means to Jai Phillips. And now going for the Australian staple, bending Seth Rollins like a pretzel, and he will follow it up with the double knees to the back. Now immediately, look at this moonsault connecting onto that same back. Kick from Seth, though, gets him back up to his feet and answers with his own moonsault off the springboard. Now we'll go for the cover. Remember, 2 out of 3 falls rule, must win by a pinfall or submission at least twice. Well executed now. Jai Phillips trying to go for the cover after that maneuver. Kick out at 1. Now thrown into the ropes. And a stiff right sends Seth down. Hoisting him up. What is he looking at doing? And the strike out. Just decking him with blows upon blows. Another moonsault off the springboard. Now Jai will go fishing for some weaponry. And he finds himself a light tube. Try to use it in the midsection. But Seth able to catch him. But now look at this. Look at Jai Phillips able to slip away. Goes to that knee. The knee that is always known to always fail on Seth when it matters the most. And I think Jai may have just found his win condition right there. Now it seems like he's not done. He wants that light tube and he wants to use it, almost stalking Seth Rollins. Waiting for him to come out here and he wants to deal some damage. But now Seth catching him and another juke out the forearm to the back of the neck, and now the kicks to the skull. Now Seth trying to get Jai to get to his feet. And now crossbody, but comes up short. The side step from Phillips. Reversal now from both men. Super kick to Seth Rollins. Will look for another weapon, and what is he thinking? Guitar straight to the leg. Breaking upon impact. We saw him use several of those in his WrestleMania match against Liam Rogers to win the title. Seth able to counter the momentum. And a sling blade. Able to get up and a spin kick. Now thrown back into the ring. Seth wanting to do this inside with the no weapons. What the? Oh, seems like both of them were dazed for a minute. Jai finding his footing. Running into Seth, but look at Seth now. Seth gearing up. Trying to go for a pedigree, but look at Jai. Alabama slam reversal. Now the kicks to the skull. Trying to get Seth Rollins to bleed. As he goes to the top rope. We've seen this in a splash. Directly onto the midsection of Seth Rollins going for the cover. And a kick out at 2. That was almost Jai's first fall. And the fans are correct. They want these two men to fight forever. Jai again will go fishing for some weaponry. Oh my God, the barbed wire bat to the back of the skull of Seth Rollins. Showing that the barbed wire does not hurt him, but it will make Seth one bloody Aztec painting. Seth now back to his feet. Dropkick sends Jai down. Seth has definitely entered fight or flight responses. Throws Jai back into the ring, and now all bets are off. He grabs a light tube, the same weapon that Jai was trying to use, but he able to stop that springboard forearm. And now we know what this is. Harbor Bridge connects. Going for the cover to get his first fall, but a kick out from Seth Rollins. And again, we'll go looking for some weaponry. Steel chair now found. Thrown to the skull of Seth Rollins. Landing on that light tube. Jai possibly going for another splash. And he does, and it connects. And Jai's first fall. He needs one more to win back the title. Now look at this. Raking the eyes. Possibly going to get set to submit the title to him. And he does! Just like that!
Here is your winner, and new ECW champion, the Chosen One, Jay.
You are now looking at the first two-time ECW champion of the new age. Here we go, all four women now in the ring. Your main event for the Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez, Lyra Valkyria, Kairi Sane, and now the added Michin. Fatal four-way elimination rules apply. The last woman standing will be the winner. Now look at that Lyra Valkyria with that springboard crossbody. And now look at this Michin with that barbed wire baseball bat that we just saw be executed in the last match. DDT from the springboard. Of course, fan favorite Kairi Sane, the hometown hero in this matchup. I was interviewing some people before the show took place, and a lot of them said the same thing, that they want Kairi Sane to win this match, but they'll be happy with anyone who's not Roxanne Perez. And now another crossbody from Lyra Valkyria. Again, last woman standing picks up the victory as we see Roxanne pouncing on Lyra Valkyria, the original one-on-one opponent of Roxanne, seeming to hold a little bit more weight on Roxanne than you think. And DDT to the champion as we see Michin and Kairi Sane causing havoc on the outside there. Lyra Valkyria going for the cover, kick out at 2. And you have to think, Michin has already been through a match. And yet, decking Kairi Sane with that stop sign. And she answers with a stunner. Lyra Valkyria now, chair in hand. And now trying to possibly use it on the champion, but gets caught. Anna Inzaguri. Now trying to get as much damage to any other woman as possible. Neck break on the outside by Kairi Sane. And now we see a pin from Roxanne Perez, but a kick out at 1. And hip toss from Roxanne. Of course, we know how Roxanne won this championship, cashing in on the result of Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Kairi Sane trying to go for a cover, but kick out at 1. Now trying to use a guitar onto Roxanne, but Roxanne face first into those steel steps. So we see Kairi Sane taking charge in the ring, trying to go for that insane elbow, but a drop kick will meet her instead. The steel steps, my apologies, being utilized to their fullest in this matchup. The combo from Michin to Kairi Sane inside the ring. And now look at Michin just trying to take it to Kairi Sane. Roxanne Perez meets the steel steps for the first time. Lyra Valkyria just trying to show Roxanne that she's not afraid of her, that she earned this title opportunity and that she is going to utilize it. And now the guitar almost in use. All members of the match all on the same area of the ringside. Weapons all over the place. The person apparently standing atop of all other 4 is the Prodigy. Kairi Sane trying to take it, but Lyra's not having any of it. But Kairi Sane able to counter. And now Michin being thrown in by Roxanne. Michin, who's been a thorn in Roxanne's side for almost the entirety of post-WrestleMania, but now look at Roxanne trying to possibly get it done. Trying to go for that sleeper hold, the armbar, middle of the ring on an already worn out Michin. But Michin able to get out of harm's way and will answer with the DDT. Look at Kairi Sane now with that barbed wire bat straight onto the body of Lyra Valkyria and answers with a spear. We see Michin going for a cover on the champion, but a kick out at 2. Now all women just going at it. They have to be running on reserves by this point. You see Lyra Valkyria in the back there trying to figure out what to do next. Roxanne Perez in possession of a chair, and Michin taking it to Kairi Sane. Inzaguri and Lyra Valkyria, but Roxanne using that chair to their fullest extent. Now, all 4 women into the ring. All just trying to get a pin, yet there has been no pins just yet in this match. And look at Kairi Sane. Powerbomb position, but Roxanne's able to fight her way out of it. And now look at this, Michin in possession with the light tube that goes across Kairi Sane's skull. Page Turner by Roxanne Perez going for the cover to knock out Michin, and she does. 1 down, 2 to go before we get ourselves a winner. Roxanne Perez now top rope, and a frog splashed to Kairi Sane. Could this be the second pin? But it's not a kick out at 2. Michin put up a good fight, but it wasn't enough. And look at this! Kairi Sane spitting the mist in the face of Roxanne Perez. And now, bending the will of Roxanne, and she taps! She taps! Guaranteed a new women's champion! Try to slide it in on Lyra Valkyria. Lyra was able to catch her breath during that entire exchange. Now, making Roxanne forced to watch as these women now go at it. Now being thrown into the steel steps. Kairi Sane doing it in front of her home country. Trying to win the ECW Women's Championship, but no matter what happens, we're guaranteed a new champion here tonight. Kairi Sane throwing Lyra Valkyria around the outside. Reversal though. Lyra Valkyria tapping into the reserves. And now thrown back into the ring. Lyra Valkyria top rope. Kairi Sane away, too far away for that to be an impact. But look at this. Lyra Valkyria trying to get some momentum. But Kairi Sane able to break out. Now, both women going counters for counters right now. And an exploder. But both women back up to their feet, into the ropes, drop down. And a clothesline sends Zayn to the down. And now look at that crossbody from the springboard, but came up short. And now Kairi Sane will try to capitalize to call herself champion, but a kick out at 2. The shards of the light tube still in the ring. Now, Kairi Sane, top rope. Could she be looking for it? Insane elbow, but rolled out of harm's way. Lyra Valkyria throwing her into the ropes. Hip toss. And now the barbed wire bat is back in arm's length. Back in play, but Kairi Sane isn't letting her have any of it, but a reversal from Lyra Valkyria. And now the constant strikes. German suplex. Kairi Sane now back to her feet though. And now answering with some strikes of her own, throws her into the ropes. Clothesline sends her down. And now moonsault from the top rope. And now she's in possession of the barbed wire bat, going face first into Lyra Valkyria. And getting the springboard maneuver, middle rope, and she's going for it. Insane elbow! Going for the cover in front of her home country! But a kick out at 2! After all that, this match is still on! Thrown into the ropes by Lyra, and she answers with a clothesline. Now Lyra Valkyria to the top rope. Frog splash! Going for the cover on Kairi Sane. And just like that, Lyra Valkyria is women's champion. And what's this? Lyra celebrating, obviously, because she's new champion. Wait, that's Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez obviously dealing damage and straight to Valkyria. Sore because she's just lost the title. And look who's coming to join her. Look who's coming to join her. Her best friend, what the fans consider to be her lackey, Cora Jade. Look at these two. Doing whatever they can to break the spirit of our new women's champion. Breaking because obviously both women, all three women, have been in a match tonight. Now, of course, Cora Jade grabbing her signature kendo stick. And that's straight to the body of Lyra Valkyria. This has to be seen as torture. Come on! Lyra Valkyria now bleeding at the skull, just trying to run away. Breaking across her body. Jesus Christ. Look at this. Wait, look. Wait! That's Maya Rogers! We haven't seen her since WrestleMania! Looks like she's coming to the aid of Lyra Valkyria. Both women just facing off against her. Staring them down. Lyra Valkyria coming back into the ring to help her out. Oh my God! What the hell? What? Maya, what are you doing? And, oh, Jesus Christ! Looking to try to add insult to injury. Locking her in the deadly kiss. Jesus Christ! What have we just witnessed? I guess that's been our show. Thank you so much for tuning in to Backlash. We will see the results of this next week. I have been Scott Silver, and I'll see you when I see you.